Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Yeah, I got a pretty good squad over here. I just wanted to try and get an end that was faster than what I've got.
You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game.
You just juked an unfakeable Jamal Adams.
Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through,
Jamal Adams has unfakeable. So he's not supposed to get faked like that.
Their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Get the fuck out.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll have a first down past the 40. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside.
Have you noticed my play style now?
Big yardage. They think they can get to the outside.
I don't try and take those big plays anymore either. It's like they fucked it.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Should be.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And the catch made by Johnson.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really.
There's only a couple of things I actually
down their production, but
I would
dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
God, it was Cashman because I overran it. I use her whoever I feel is the better option.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. Elliott
got him. Forced fumble. Son of a bitch. You know, Jamal is forced to fumble in every game this season. Yes.
On 2nd down and 4. Prescott eluding the pressure
fuck. I was going to use a strip.
That's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only
I was so going to use a strip him.
Frankly, I think it was the only play.
And I know Jamal was going to do it too.
Get
that X factor back.
Live to fight another down,
activated.
Right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here, got him.
Got
him. Yes, sir.
Brandon Copeland coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And Forbath will put this
get evaporated.
And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom
they got
line,
I'm getting tired of having to evaporate the house.
3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
At their own 27. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's why I threw it.
It'll be a pickup of 16.
I saw as soon as I saw you jump on the
down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there.
I traded Le'Veon for a right guard.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they thought they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
It was Demarius Thomas.
Darnold from the gun. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
That was last season.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field.
Remember, I got a really good deal on Tyler Lockett
and
Bobby Wagner.
For them, and now I think
I got Stephon Gilmore.
This part of the field.
I got Stephon Gilmore, Dante Hightower, and a guard and Bobby Wagner.
Tougher to run those routes. You still got a
guard and N'Keal Harry
right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Johnson. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Darnold. And caught by Thomas. He's got a Jets touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Doesn't help that I have a 65 overall kicker.
This is taken at his 4.
If I didn't know the Jets kicker ass off.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right?
I knew you were cutting inside. I knew you were cutting inside.
As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow
I just
here,
hit it.
but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, Elliott. For Zeke, one of the first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that.
I'm so confused. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the line.
Actually.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want big.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
The one thing I did with the Jets is I went out
Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
The only trade I made is Le'Veon Bell.
Really just a solid
but I picked up free agents.
Get that one in.
That was well executed.
I picked up Kalichi Oshmiel, and then what's his name? Gargis.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
I was using Cashman.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Okay. Switch. No. Off.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
Oh, my.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Good play.
Tony Pollard with his first career NFL touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
That's what happened.
Forbath, the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Montgomery. His first touchdown.
Well, that was interesting.
And the Jets get the
interesting play right there. I'll just miss this field goal too.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his
ever since I moved my PlayStation, ever since I moved my PlayStation to the living room, there's a lag on kicks, and it doesn't make sense.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Well, we've got 1 pick, 1 fumble, 1 forced
About
fumble.
set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters
because the way that I was fixing to hit the fuck out of you with Marcus.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Watch twins. Watch twins. Kill, kill, kill.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I hopped your ass in with the free safety.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress.
Damn it, Jamal.
As well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I'm not going to play you out like that.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Elliott running right. Elliott a first down and more. And
all right, so that defense isn't going to work against you.
Zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Forbath to add the extra point.
Yeah, that would have been the worst decision he made.
And the lead is down to 2.
Thought he was going to get killed.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
Man, that's some tough shit.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Is he throwing 100%?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Oh, so where'd you go?
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Like it's been forever since you've been gone.
Darnold now to throw.
I said, so where'd you go?
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder.
I miss you so.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The first down carry here for Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go until halftime.
It was pretty all right. Yeah, they did pretty good. I don't know why.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
He didn't get it.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them.
Sorry,
thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Darnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Wow, Crowder.
It's now second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
I like how they was talking shit about me. The commissioners were.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in losing yardage back to the 3. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
They was like, bro, quit bitching. You're probably going to leave after week 2 anyway.
They come out here in the eye from back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Now Darnold.
Shut the fuck up.
That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Always have.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
I don't know why. I don't know how. Fuck.
This is taken at the 3.
Again.
The Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Dangerous.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
I'm trying to get some fucking breakout games with fucking... he should be getting off in a little while. I think he got off, but remember, he has to walk home. JT has to walk home, which is like...
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see.
When he goes to a superstar,
see if they do just that. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down, Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Back to throw, Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that.
I really like the
people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They go to Elliott again.
Like that. No!
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Pollard again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. And Forbath will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. These kickers now,
still got sacked,
it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah. I don't understand how everybody gets to break those off, but when I attempt it.
Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 29, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Austin.
I love how I'm using it and it still juked me out, and I didn't even fucking move towards it.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You're lucky I can't get a
These guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Kidding me? How many big hits does this man got to lay on him? No, that was actually.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. On 2nd down, Pollard.
There you go, Farley.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time. And
he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. This is Elliott diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
No, that's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Don't ever count yourself out.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Especially after the last time you and I played.
Now Johnson.
Never
and Alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That goes for a gain of 31. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
As much as I didn't know.
Now it's Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown.
Back in the pile on high pass.
With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Probably.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
No, you won't. But you probably will take this for a touchdown because I picked the complete wrong fucking defense. Oh my fucking God.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
On first down, it's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. But he's free going down the left side. It's a
it happens.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
No. How are you going to add me to a league that I've already dropped out of? And then you drop out of the fucking league. It's fun.
Reinforced.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Over one bad season.
This is taken at the 3.
Last year.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The last season? I thought you did.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
Oh my God.
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score.
Dak
but you
really
still
didn't
have to be
have
careful because those defensive guys,
I mean, he threw 2 picks other than that.
Can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
Prescott on first down. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll
Damn,
go
he
down
still
right
was
around
gonna
the
break out.
47 this time. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
For what he did, he's looking good. Yeah, I'm going to have to adjust that.
Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Oh, that's a touchdown. Oh,
flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Trade him.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking sideline, incomplete. Exactly. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Looking to throw. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing. Prescott. There he goes inside the 30. He gets this one to Johnson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Here we go. Check safety, check safety. Kill. 99. Check 99. Check 9, check 9.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I hope he did.
Let's go. Let's go.
We'll Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.
Playing with the Jets, it's
just, they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
I don't really want to get Sam Darnold.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Because then he's going to ask for the dummy contract
we
that I don't
thank
want
our
to
entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Damn, Sam Darnold's passing rating was 152.7. It's almost perfect. What is a perfect passer rating? I can't remember. I think it's 175. Did he? Kerryon Johnson. Yeah, he had 100 yards. Yep. 18 carries, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. Pollard. Zeke had 15 carries, 118. Pollard had 12 carries, 138. Montgomery had 3. How? No? Maybe, I don't know. Montgomery had 3 carries, 72 yards. Balil Powell had 2 carries, 31. Damn, it looked like I was mixing up my running backs, but they only had 5 carries together. Yeah, between the other 2. Kerryon had 18. Hey, I got all of my objectives. Get 2+ interceptions, get 3 passing touchdowns, and allow 2 or fewer sacks. Did you get a sack that game? I don't think you did either. Well, good game, Chris.